Hey guys, it's RCK, and I'm glad to have you back here again for our Noob Age game that we have going on here. Here we see that we have a message from Yomi, good news of Yomi. We have combined powers of God and a sorcerer that will be showing up next turn. I already have 100 plus research per turn. Bad news for Yomi. The luck scales had an explosion in my cap and blew one of my god's arms off. Holy shit. The future news of Yomi, triple expansion, question mark. Only time will tell. Randomly finding a helmet certainly doesn't hurt. Cool. Unfortunate there about the god. But yeah, very interesting message we get from him. Oh, we see Yomi, or we see Roos expanding very well into this bone tribe here. Those judge shifters, they are tough. Um, yeah, they are very, very tough. So usually this bone tribe, due to their javelins and whatnot, and just harder hitting troops, they are relatively hard to beat. But here with these skin shifters and their super high HP, uh, as far as their thing, or in really really hard hitting troops, they're really able to take these guys out. I mean, even the bear. Hold on, shit! If I can click on one, even the bears, they have 45 HP. I mean, that's a lot. Gold weapons, blood surge, strength. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Here we see Black Harpy on White Centaurs. This is more than likely his prophet, if I remember correctly. Doing very well. We don't necessarily need to watch that. Ooh, interesting fight here against Win McCone versus the Lava Born. Of course, they hit super hard. Kind of risky for them because they're just going to chop straight through this protection of these gigantic hoplites. We'll watch them just to be, or just to see them. I don't remember if this was the Steel Ovens province or not. Yep, there we have it. Some of his troops caught on fire, but they're okay just because of how much HP they have. Very interesting. Armor taking out a heavy calf province. Very nice. Only losing 8 Hastades. Those Equites are doing such a good job for him. Just 2 there, and they had 11 kills. Really, wow. More White Centaur action we have going on. They're doing what they do. They're really, really good at expanding. These Warriors of 5 Elements actually doing a really, really good job here. Interesting to see. It looks like a Slinger killed one of their own troops. So because we didn't have any losses on TNG side. But yeah, very, very killy troops here. He took a very strong bless. Very interesting to see. I usually see something like those noble expansion or noble chariots, but we never really see warriors of 5 elements expansion, so that is interesting to see. And great units doing a great job. Very, very few losses. They're really, really good at that. So, unfortunate here. McCone losing. Honestly, I'd say the reason why he lost because these co-onis are size 1, and there are so many of them compared to the amount of hoplites that he has, that he was just overwhelmed. Yep, they are size 1. Even with that 13 club, if you can get just so many attacks on somebody, it's going to really, really hurt. Ooh, and he's in darkness too. Yeah, so the stats of the Gigantes are already down. They're going to have to fight all these size 1 fellows here. Possibly if he was not in darkness, he could have done maybe a little bit better. Also, that commander did stay up there by himself. If he was probably with this group holding off some of that minus their defense skill or harassment down, that would have been a little bit better. But yeah, just losing that was very, very unfortunate for him. Oh, we see a Die Oni here. Let's go ahead and watch this battle for sure. They're always really cool to see. So he did find the helmet. This is the black steel helmet they found. Overall, things are looking good. He's also a hero. Has heroic quickness. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. It's his heavy cab and horse archers. See what he does. Does he have Iron Skin? I think he just cast Iron Skin. He did. So that's good. Skeletal body. That's also really good. Protection up to 13. With that regen on there and 5. Very, if not any, chip damage is really being done here. I think that these are just light cav. Never mind. I thought they were horse. They do have javelins though. I thought that. Never mind. Maybe some of that fear working well for him as well. See that guy routed. Oh, yep, there they go. Dione doing what Dione do, expanding. Very cool, very cool. I'm glad to see it. Next, we see his army force here with Onis and Ko-Onis and bandits and Aki-Onis and Onishugos taking out a province. Very nice. Only having one loss, that was very, very sweet. Loving seeing these Avite Charioteers. I've expanded with them before. They're pretty good. They're expensive, but they're good. And like honestly, like I would just have Charioteers. I wouldn't even have these other units with them. Helheim doing a really, really good job there. Another Pangea province taken. Another Dione. So we do know that Yomi does have 2 Dione here at this point. Very good for him. Ooh, and we see here that Macon lost another group. Very unfortunate for him. This is the second party that he lost. The other one was very, very, very small. But these war elephants were able to just take everything out there. That was very unfortunate for him. Tiananog taking a province. Ermor taking that's his second province. Helheim taking their second province. Tiananog taking another province here. So all of them up to 2. Looks like Rus only had a single expansion. Macon failed 2 of his 3 expansions. Hinnom had 2 for 2. And Tianchi only had 1 expansion. So most people had double expansions. Only I think that Macon was the only one that really failed. Oh, that was a Steel Oven province that he did not take. He needs to take that shit. He really does. And he still doesn't have some of his capture. Oh, that's a War Elephant province. So that's going to be tough for him to get through. More than likely, Helheim is going to take all of this here. Either Hinnom is going to hit 41 or 59. Yeah, very, very unfortunate for Macomb there because this is a really good choke point. Him not taking this is going to leave everyone else access to taking the lands that he hasn't taken yet. So yeah, very unfortunate for him there. Pangea expanding very, very well. We see that they are fairly large. Might see an early coalition against them. TNG doing a good job. Helheim is also fairly large. Well, not too large. He kind of expanded from right to left, not really out any, so he might be not as worrisome as Pangea is. TNG relatively small still. Ermor doing a good job catching both sides, and honestly, there's just that Russ is. I mean, he did a good job taking his whole cap circle, so he's gonna have a lot of resources now in his cap to be making more troops. But he just had a slow expansion. It is what it is. Ermor should be able to take advantage of that and not have to worry about any of these provinces here being taken. Other than that, anyone I'm not thinking of. Yomi's looking okay. If he would have had Dione out maybe a turn or 2 sooner, it would have been better for him, but he does still have opportunity to take both 10 and 13, which is going to be very nice. You see Pangea is kind of encroaching on his territory. A good reason to go after them or trying to get a coalition started against them. Same over here with Hinnom. Pangea is getting awfully close to both of them. So, that is turn 7. Let's check out turn 8 and 9, and that will be all for this episode here. 8. Oh, wrong game, wrong game. Right there. Another message from Yomi. The pause timer in combination with my work shift makes communication funky at times. Pan wanted to talk about the border, but I wasn't at my PC to check on it. We're not at war, but I, for some reasons, obvious, don't like an enemy nation having a province only 1 hop away from my cap. Yeah, it happens though, but yeah, I wouldn't like it either. I'll finish up expansion first, but in the coming months, Yomi will ponder its first war target, and Pangea now sits on top of that list. Wow. Okay, you would think that I read this shit before, and like this is a year plus old now, this game, but you think I would have checked these turns before? And like I'm reading them as is. Like this is my first time really going at them and seeing them. But yeah, I was kind of what I literally just said in the last turn. 70 Bakemono apparently feel the same, and they just popped up in my cap without me doing a thing. I have never had such an event before, and it happened so early too. Yeah, that was very, very lucky of you, for sure. So we see Dione taking a province, Macomb taking a province, Vanheim or Helheim, Ermor, Helheim, Tianxi taking some losses there, but still taking the province. Pangea, Tianchi, Macon, Pangea, Rus, Tiantian. Oh, he was defeated though, so Tiantian lost one. Pangea won that one. Hinnom. So overall, oh, he lost that. Just wizards there. You have to be careful. Tiantian lost that as well. Oof. Not going to look at too many battles or anything, but Pangea is taking even more provinces. This is really looking. I mean, yeah. Really, you expanded into Hinnom's cap circle. That's not going to go well. Interesting. So you already got Yomi already feeling a certain way on how Pangea expanded. We see Pangea in Hinnom's cap circle. We see Ermor kind of getting close. We might see a bump here at 127. I would like to see that. Tiantian kind of getting close to Pangea. Helheim. Interesting to see that Yomi went for 141 instead of 10. I don't know how I feel about that. 10 would have been just so much of a better province. Why did you go for 141? Unless I guess you wanted to go for 124, but that's kind of TNN Pan's area. I don't know. That's interesting. Temple is up here at 4. We see all of these Bakemono here in his capital. Very interesting. Not a whole lot else to be said. It does look like Yomi, or no, it looks like Rus might go for a double expansion next turn. Macon took that, so more than likely he's going to hit 80 and 88, possibly 95. Take these 3 here. I mean, yeah, TNN did fail a few, but I mean, it's not looking horrible right now. He still has access to these 2 provinces here, so he should be able to get 2 nice farmlands, 2 more nice farmlands. Ermor did a pretty good job here, and they're just going to be cleaning up the rest of these provinces. You do need to take these Amazons at 104. Having that forest is going to give you so many resources to make more shit faster. I should have already have taken 104. Yeah, very interesting there. Alright, let's turn 8. Sorry if I'm going through this one a little fast. Just watching expansion isn't too exciting, I suppose. I would definitely like to see how that Yomi and Pangea conflict will go. Demons of Yomi look around. I don't think I've ever seen so much untyped land in a start. Half or more of my provinces just exist. They're not forests or mountains or anything, so they're plains. I gotta offload the free fodder somewhere. They're taking up precious income. Interesting. Do we have any battles against anyone? No, just still independent. Oh, we see Pangea bumping into Rus. I would like to see how that goes. Hinnom doing fine. Helheim doing fine. Macomb doing fine. Not really losing anything. This is the Jade Province underneath the Ormor's Cap Knight said that he needed to take. So Rus taking out this province with no losses. Ooh, and we see this bump here. Very interesting. We see that. So we know that these skin shifters are better than these white centaurs because he won that fight. That one must be crippled. Yep, he's crippled. So he's already berserked from an arrow. Oh yeah, skin shifters. If only your nation wasn't as bad. So he's taking these lances like a champ. They're turning into bears. They still hit really, really hard. So as they berserk the hold on, No, it's surging. He's surging right now. Is he berserk now? Yeah, they're berserk now. So as they get berserk, their defense skill goes down, which makes it even easier for these bears that have an attack skill of 20. Oh, fuck. And these skin shifters with high attack skill to actually get hits on them. They just have so much HP that they're able to take all these hits from these white centaurs and keep going from that. Oh, the crippled one got into combat finally. The last bear is chasing them down. Wow. So, lost 6 skin shifters, 65 gold. White centaurs are 55. Oh, God. Skin shifters are so expensive. But they did beat the white centaurs here. I mean, this was, if not, this might possibly be more than a 1-turn recruitment. He might be able to recruit 6 a turn, 5 to 6 a turn if he's lucky. I doubt he can recruit 7 or 8 a turn. I would be surprised. What is his? I can't tell. Doesn't show. Okay. So, very nice. Wow. Pangea was getting really greedy. Going for 88. Very interesting. He thinks he's going to make everyone, as he's trying to make as many people as he can mad. Yeah, very glad to see that Roos were able to take that. I doubt that Roos is going to be able to take 95 due to those losses. Possibly from what's at 8. Oh, there's a river there. He'll be able to take 91, but he probably won't get to 95 before Ermor gets there. Plus Charioteers. Interesting. We do see that it's not organized. More than likely, Hinnom will take that back this turn with no PD. If it stays at no PD, if not, Hinnom is going to start going in Pan's direction here. Pan taking 85, Pan taking 117, 127. He attempted to take 88. Poof, that's a lot. So we see that Yomi, out of all people, will have stretched all the way down to take 124. Why didn't he just take 10? Why didn't he just take 10? It had so much more pop. The income was better. Why didn't he just take 10? So this is very interesting to see for sure. Well, he does have a lot of forest. Hold on. He should have took that. It would have had a farmland. He has forest. His cap is a mountain. He has highlands here. Okay, I guess he's just talking about all these plains. So it's interesting to see how everyone really was expanding in the choices that were made here. Pangea spreading as far as they possibly can, getting in people's cap rings and cap circles and whatnot. And then Ermor, I think Ermor did fairly well. He does need to kind of clear out this, and it's going to give him a kind of well-rounded area here. Tianchi and Roos do have a lot of land that they need to take here for sure. Interesting to see that still independent land. Helheim did fairly well. Macon had some bad. I mean, at the start, I mean, he's still doing okay, but it was going really, really well. And he's doing triple expands now, but he lost a lot there. He lost those 2 expansion parties there just because they kind of like petered out. Maybe if he would have reinforced them with one of the other groups, they could have continued going. Could have took less losses from that. TNN did complain a little bit about their expansion. I think more than likely they're going to take 101 if that was part of their agreement there. But they do need to take 125. Anything over here, but overall didn't do too bad. Yeah, he did have lots of forests and mountains he had to walk through in highlands, so it made walking around kind of difficult for him. It happens. So yeah, Roos kind of staying on the smaller end. Things are looking interesting for sure. That was turn 9. More than likely within the next 3 turns, we're either going to see an early war start and finishing up expansion because for most people, expansion is over. And we already have talks of who the first wars are going to be with, so it's going to be extremely interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed. I probably won't look at the statistics till next episode. So be sure to check that out. And I will see you guys then. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.